Ain't it foggy outside? All the planes have been grounded. Good morning. You're watching Boondocking with Dennis. Fog's lifted a little bit. It's around 8:56 a.m. Going to take a little ride. And literally the planes all have been grounded. We are on Fulton Beach Road, Rockport, Texas. Just a little bit past the Fulton, Texas border. Yeah, the planes were apparently grounded overnight, and the ban was lifted maybe about an hour ago when I'm filming this. What do we got here? Little construction. We'll have to see what's going on. Pretty bad when the stop sign that the guy's supposed to hold is just hanging out on the right there. What was it? What was that thing called? NATAM, NATAM, Notice to Air Missions, I believe it was called. Had shut down nationwide, and they were leaving it up to the individual pilot as if they wanted to travel or not. I was watching a representative of the Corpus Christi airport, and they said things were going to be back to normal. They had no issues at their airport. Now, that's at their airport. A lot of the planes that leave Corpus Christi airport fly to Dallas and Houston, where there were issues. And then in this day and age, you always wonder, did the system crash on its own, or was it somehow hacked by a terrorist group? And I decided my contribution to that would be to drop a gift off to Luciano. I met Dave yesterday. Good morning, Dave. Dave and his wife, Teresa, gave me a very nice card and with a gift inside. Thank you very much, Dave. It was nice talking to you. And they also gave me a card to pass on to Luciano. So I'm going to go see if I can track him down. I'm thinking he just might be at the church today since it's kind of wet out from the fog. 66 degrees right now. It's supposed to go up to 75 later with a pretty good wind kicking in. There's a good breeze now, about 13 miles an hour, and it'll increase considerably. Go ahead, just pull out. No turn signal needed. Please ignore this 3,000 pounds of Detroit bone-crushing steel coming at you. I'll just slow down and you go about having a lucky day. Walmart, I'm home. Nope, I'm going to go track down Luciano. Dave was magnet fishing, and I forget what. He had a bigger magnet. There's always a guy with a bigger magnet. And he pulled a lot more tools out of the boat ramp there. So good for you, Dave. And it was nice talking to you yesterday. And thank you very much, Dave and Teresa, for the gift. Very cool. Dave and Teresa, everyone. Little shout out for them. I was able to use my gift card that I had in my stash that you guys sent me, and I was able to get gas at Murphy's this morning, no problem. I tried the same gift card right here at Jalisco's yesterday when I picked up Luciano barbacoa and picked up my barbacoa, and it did not work there. So some places they work at, some places they don't. It's not a big deal. I'm thrilled to get them. It's a huge help. So thank you guys. We put $25.32 into the Love Shack this morning, so we can go somewhere today. What did you guys think about that video I did last week? And I was talking about Texas farmers and ranchers, but I showed 3 or 4 abandoned houses. There's a lot of abandoned houses out in that area, and I kind of think they're cool. Uh, Unfortunately, here in Texas, they're pretty strict about no trespassing, and I don't want to be on someone else's property, but I do like seeing the abandoned houses. That video did not get a whole lot of views, but I really enjoyed making it. And let me know if you guys would like to see some more abandoned houses. There's a town there, Oswell, that has houses people still live in, but some abandoned buildings, and just in that general area, it's farm country, and there are more abandoned houses. And it mentioned online about it said it worded it as Negro Cemetery, and I would be interested in finding that and just checking out whatever my knees allow me to check out. But the one thing I've been consistent with is my walking, and it is a pathetically low goal that I set myself. And many nights at 7:30 at night, I'm walking circles around my car just to reach the final goal before I turn in for the night. But that's okay. This is where OCD comes in handy. There's no way I'm not reaching my goal. And I probably should be doing it 5 days a week or 6 days a week. And as I increase my numbers weekly, I might do that because I will need a break. I don't want to do everything every day other than drink water and breathe. Those are 2 fun things. Speaking of life, I don't have coffee. So I'm having some delicious green tea with ginger in it. And yesterday I had just the green tea, and I really like them both. They're really good. But I've been thinking about this the last few days. Here's our little tree canopy here. I have never read this historical marker. This house right here has a historical marker in front of it, and I've never read it. And what I usually do is shoot a bunch of clips, put them together, and then narrate the marker over it. Look at that. Wow. Look at those windows, guys. Wonder if this was originally here all the time. Look at this porch. Here's how bad my knees have been. Look at that porch. That is something. I have been concerned that I wouldn't be able to stand there long enough to read that marker. So let's give it a shot. Put the car in park, the truck in park. We're going to let this lady running go by so we don't freak her out. And howdy. Okay then. Let's shut the truck off. Let's see if I can get through this without crying. That'll be a bonus. I like that they have 2 house numbers. 1028 Live Oak. Come on, baby. I'm a little stiff. Sometimes when I sit, I get stiff, and yeah, you guys know, you're old too. The Baldwin Brundett House. Those are familiar names, huh? We see that all around town. Aransas County Judge W.H. Baldwin, who promoted Rockport as a deep water port, lived in this house in the 1890s. George A. Burdett Jr. was a Confederate veteran and cattle rancher on 1,500 acres. I'm sorry, 15,000 acres on Matagorda Island. His family lived here from 1917 to 1942. Burdett's second wife, Flavilla, often turned the parlor into a makeshift hospital, and it is said that 200 people took shelter here during the 1919 hurricane. 200 people in this tiny house. Wow. This one-story house retains its basic design from the 1880s and exemplifies the Queen Anne style adapted to the Texas coast. The house has a front-facing gable. Yeah, it does. Hip roof and lace-like corner brackets. Where are they at? Right there. And its original windows and doors. Wow. The only modification has been the enclosure of the back porch. Well, that's very cool, and I'm not crying yet. Good for you, Dennis. That's really neat. Hello, Love Shack. That's where it's at. And they have this beautiful tree canopy right out front. All right. Lots of cars passing. Sorry for the shaky work, guys. All right, pain. That wasn't bad. Pain's not bad. It's just there. So give me a few seconds. Smoke them if you got them. Seatbelt on, door shut. Let me keep you guys entertained while I breathe.
What do you call a man with no arms or legs in the middle of the ocean? Bob.
Okay.
What do you call twins with no arms and no legs holding up the drapes? Kurt and Rod.
Kurt and Rod. Oh, that's horrible. That's pretty funny, though. That is pretty funny. I wonder if those jokes are politically correct or if people with no arms and no legs are all upset. Sorry about that, people with no arms and no legs. High five. Let's go see if Luciano, it's Luciano, folks. Luciano. The Italian way of saying it. It's not Luciano. It's not Luigi. It's Luciano. And if you don't know how to spell it, because I had to look it up when I first started doing it, just use your microphone and say it into your phone, and the correct spelling should come up. And that's all I have to say about that. Now that we're looking for Luciano, what do you think the odds of him being at the church today are? He's got food. He's got fire that he can cook at the church without smoke. He's got HEB gift cards. He might be good for the day. Maybe we'll get lucky, but I did want to give him this card, and I don't think he's there today. This is where Luciano hangs out, right at this bench right there at night, and sleeps right there on the ground at night. The church has invited him in many, many times, and the only place he goes in is right there to that door when they have fellowship meals. So let's go see if we can track him down today. First, we'll swing by the seashell shop. And I need to stop and see Debbie at the seashell shop. But I like to get my morning video done and get it posted in the afternoon. It's the fun way to go. It has been hot sleeping weather. Really, really damp overnight with the fog and all. And I had both my windows open last night, and it's January, and I had my fan on. So I really like those overnights when we were in the 50s, but apparently our choices are 79 degrees overnight or 20 degrees. We're not going to be presented with anything in the middle. What videos did I watch this morning? I watched some by All Astrology. I watched some from Brian Ferris. There are two people that run my channels overnight or watch a lot of my videos, and I appreciate it. And I watched one by Kathy at Little Garden Big Dreams. I watched one by Jason. Wow. At Jason's TX Adventures. Or is it Jason's Adventures TX? I'm sorry, Jason. If you look in the comments, they usually leave comments on my videos if you want to click on any of these. I watched Comment Call by Rusty, 78609. We're at Fulton Harbor now. So Luciano was not in front of the seashell shop. People getting the boats out. I guess with this breeze, it's going to be nice for sailboats. The water is pretty calm. If it picks up later, it's not going to be. Mitch is working today. Let's see if is Luciano in the little... I know where his rest stops are. Like that right there is one of his rest stops he would stop at on his way to the picnic tables. So let's see what's going on. Do I see any sign of him yet? Up here? No, I do not. Oh, it's going to be one of those days where I have to search for Luciano. It probably means he's back in the restroom. I think I see. Is that him or someone else? That's someone else. No basket. There it is. Hey, we got him. You can tell by the smoke. There's Jim from Dallas out for his morning walk. Is it bad that I know who all these people are? We are going to be interrupting Luciano while he's cooking. This is not going to go over big. Dave and Teresa, if I get yelled at, this is your fault. You guys weren't brave enough to give it to him. And we'll wait for this gentleman to pass so we can pull up next to him. Is that sunshine out there, guys? Look at that. We got sunshine on a cloudy day. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. Good morning. Got a good morning. Here comes the smoke, guys. Hi, Luciano.
Hi.
I'm sorry to bother you while you're cooking. Okay. I have a card for you.
Oh, nice.
From Dave and Teresa.
Thank you, Dave and Teresa.
Do you have time to open it?
Have I met them?
I don't think so, but you could have. They were here last year, but I don't think you met them. I'll have to ask them if I see them. But they gave me that card to give to you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, so nice when they think of no card. Here. Hold it.
Okay. Okay.
I don't want
You give me money.
to get.
So there was money in the card, which is nice.
We hope this makes your day a little brighter. Oh, the fact that they said they are thinking of me makes my heart all warm inside.
Nice. So, what did you cook today?
No, nothing so far.
Okay.
Do the ramen for the bird. And
Yeah.
The church gave me a loaf of bread for the bird.
Oh, nice.
Most likely scrambled eggs and potato sauce.
Okay. Are you set for the day?
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, thank you, Dave and Teresa.
Thank you, Dave and Teresa.
All right, guys. Thanks for riding along. Thanks for watching.